All you have to do is bring 5 canned goods or a $5 donation, and then we'll give you one of these. As soon as they get clearance, they plan on bringing 5 mobile classrooms to this campus. We want everyone in the community to come see us if you can before work. Old-fashioned syrup, blueberry, butter pecan, and strawberry syrup, all of which you could be pouring on your stack of pancakes. The tool is designed to reduce radiation exposure to the tech during preventative maintenance. School officials say no one was injured and the bus only suffered minor damage. It's been nearly 4 months since a 17-year-old boy was found hanging from a Bladen County swing set. Mankind has been printing in some way, shape, or form for thousands of years. In the early 1400s, though, Johann Gutenberg invented the printing press. This movable type, if you will, has come a long way over the centuries, but as we continue to progress, companies are now printing in plastic, ceramics, and even metal. GE in Castle Hayne is using 3D printers to shape the future. They gave us an inside look. This is more than likely what you envision when you hear the word printer. So when you first set eyes on this, it probably looks like anything but.
It's just like a printer we have on our computers. It says instead of sending it to this paper printer, I send it to my 3D printer, and it prints it overnight, and the next morning he's got these parts in his hand testing them out.
How does it all work? Well, like most things, it starts with an idea. So once an engineer creates the design, it's loaded into the computer.
We actually run it through the software. It'll slice it layer by layer and look at the tool paths.
From the computer to the printer, those layers are key to how the shape is built.
It just continues to build up the layers on top of each other and actually can make very complex shapes.
Before that shape, though, take a look at the material they use to create prototypes here at GE in Castle Hayne.
The best way I can describe it is like weed eater wire.
That wire comes from a canister, then is fed up through the machine where it's heated by a nozzle.
It heats it up here and it spits it out here and then just lays it down on the part.
Depending on the detail and complexity of a particular part, it can take anywhere from hours to days to print.
It actually prints the parts straight to the build plate. It actually melts them into it. And then all you do is break them loose. That's the support material in there.
When the engineer can hold the part in his or her hands, the final step is the ultrasonic bath. Here the material that was printed as support dissolves away and the part is finally complete. But we wanted to know, how costly can this get?
It's not cheap, but the amount of time and money it would take to print this or to get it made out of real material is weeks and thousands of dollars.
Efficient, but still just as effective. 3D printing is the new age of manufacturing. Engineers with GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy have developed something called the Remote Uncoupling Tool. The 3D printed prototype was printed in New Hanover County and then tested during maintenance work at a nuclear reactor in the Midwest. It's now on the market for GE customers. The tool is designed to reduce radiation exposure to the tech during preventative maintenance. At the GE Aviation plant in Cincinnati, Ohio, its 3D printing program is printing engine nozzles for planes. Those are made from metal, so next time you fly, make sure you look out the window and you might be looking at one of them. But in the meantime, if you can spare an extra $2,000, we found some wholesale stores around town that offer them for sale. To most, this is just another UPS truck on the road, and the driver is just another man on the daily grind. But for some people in Ogden, David Philippi is much more than just that.
He means a lot. He's like a brother.
David has had the same route on Middle Sound Loop Road for almost 26 years.
And he's just not here to do a job. He's here to be pleasant while he's doing the job.
And customers now are more than just a label on a box.
I just think how many houses he goes to on this loop, and he knows, each of us, I'm sure, is individually.
From birthday packages, wedding gifts, and baby registries, David has been through it all with them. He's even gone the extra mile to make sure Christmas is just as magical as it's intended to be.
When we came home, there was a note on the door and the box was hidden on the side of the house because he didn't want the boys to see.
But at the end of the week, David is hanging up his keys for good.
When he told me he was retiring, my face must have dropped about a foot.
But through countless packages, David has made friendships he'll cherish forever.
It is a bittersweet day. I have a lot of good friends that I've gotten to know. Tomorrow I might not see him for a while.
And they too have enjoyed him as part of their community.
He's in everybody's heart. Not crazy? He's a UPS guy.
So although you might pass this truck on the road and not think twice,
I love him. My wife loves him. We all love him.
somewhere on a side street off of Market, 3 decades of dedication is still warming hearts. David isn't retiring for good, though. He plans on starting up a handyman service. And those folks you saw we spoke with, they already plan on giving him a call.